Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have part 2 of the unboxing CDs and stuff. We have the 4 signed CDs and we've got the 4 acoustic CDs because I thought I'd wait to have both collections to give you guys a good, somewhat decent length video that you can put on in the background whilst you're eating food. But I say let's get straight into it. We have covered all the main things from the other video with the CDs and everything and how it all really is laid out. But both of these collections have extra things that are really cool. I personally am going to start with the acoustics because I think they offer more depth and different things inside them that I think we can talk about, and then we'll go over to the signed ones, which mainly are just the picture. If I can get this open. This video, as you can tell already because I'm talking right now, will be edited similarly to the last video where it's more of just a long form video where you can just put on and chill to. I don't want to edit these too much, and I know that could come across in certain ways, but for me, I just want a long video for you guys to just like be able to just like chill and watch. Like there's no rush going through these and you can always skip through. Like I'd rather give you guys more content, and then if you want to see them quickly, just skip through rather than give you guys like 2 minutes and then you're like, that was a quick video, where did that go? First we have The Life of a Showgirl. This one is Alone in the Tower, if I remember correctly. I won't know all the names, but I'll try and go through as many as I can. So, The Life of a Showgirl, Alone in the Tower edition. This one comes with the Fate of Ophelia, Alone in the Tower acoustic version, and Eldest Daughter, Now You're Home acoustic version. These have been released elsewhere. Since these CDs got released, she released all these acoustic tracks and voice memos on digital, which is really cool of her, and I do appreciate that from her. So you've probably heard them by now, but if you wanted to buy the CD, or if you did buy the CD, this is just a nice little show and tell to what you would or are gonna get kind of thing. The what's it called? The poem inside is the same as the other ones. It's the main original poem, which is cute. And then this, I'm curious because I think it's a photo card. Just a photo card, so like no lyrics or anything. The issue is they're always so fragile to get out, and I really don't want to ruin it. But okay, I think I might have it. Okay, I do have it. There we go. So we can get this one out, and okay, yeah, so it is a photo card, which is just the cover art, and then on the other side, it is the back. It's the plain version, and she released both versions of these online, and I think it is like on purpose. Like this is just like, you've got the unedited version and the edited version. I'm curious, without putting it in, I'm gonna close it on the, okay, I'm not gonna fully close it because I don't want to also ruin the cutout, but I'm just curious to how it would look. And honestly, like even though I do like the unedited versions and I do like those pictures and I've got them saved and stuff, on the CD, the physical CD itself, the edited version is perfect. The cover art is beautiful and perfect as it is. But it's nice that we have the originals in physical and in digital form. Like if you wanted to just frame those little art pieces in like a frame with 4 little cutouts for different pictures, and just have all 4 of the covers, but unedited versions, I'd say do it. I want to see if someone does do that and see how it looks, because I think that'd be really cool. You'd be left with CDs without covers, but it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. Okay, that was really cute. That is a really cute CD. Let's go on to the next one. The next one is not this one. It is this one. Yeah, this is the second one. I honestly adore these covers. All 4 of them, they're amazing. And then on top of that, I also really adore the acoustics and the voice memos. She has released a total of 7 acoustic songs right now, which is really crazy to me because the album is 12 songs long. That means she's recorded over half of the album in acoustic and released it. 7 songs released, 5 unreleased. Now, what does this mean for like the future of her album and whether she'll get an acoustic version or not? I personally think we're on the horizon of a full acoustic album release. The Life of a Showgirl acoustic version. I can see it happening because she kind of. I feel like if she's recorded the amount she's recorded, the last 5 she probably has recorded, and it's just extra sales for her as well, and I respect it. And I'm like all for it. Just release it on vinyl or something if you want to, and I'll buy it. On this one, we get Wishlist Settle Down acoustic version. Amazing. In Life of a Showgirl, Dress Room Rehearsal, also acoustic version. And they're all really good, they're very different. So on the Favophilia, I love the acoustic version of that. Eldest Daughter is a vibe acoustic. Wishlist, it's so different acoustic, but I really like it. It's a nice chill laid back version. And then the Life of a Showgirl acoustic version, the vocals are so different and so softer but so good, and you can tell that she's even brought back Sabrina to do the acoustic version as well because her vocals are different on it as well, which I was worried about when I was listening to it. I was like, is Sabrina going to be acoustic on this as well, or is Sabrina's voice lines going to at least be just pre-recorded from the original track? But no, they were different. Well, at least I think they're different. They look different to me. They sound different. I couldn't see her singing them. This is the CD for the second variant. The poem's the exact same underneath, but the CDs, if I open the other CD, they're, even though actually looking at it, the cutouts and the vibes and like where this stuff is placed is kind of similar. The fact that this background is a lot more plain compared to the painting background really makes the CD feel completely different vibe-wise. I currently personally prefer this one, to be honest. I don't know why, but I just do. Whereas I do really like this one as well. Here is, I'll put this back in and I'll show you the version of the cover that is unedited, which again, a stunning cover, and that's just so cool. I really want to see somebody use this, use all 4 of these as like in a picture frame and see how it turns out, because I think it'd be really nice. Honestly, like, people are complaining about, say, variants, for example, and firstly, I want to say I'm all for all the variants because I think they're really cute and I don't mind, and I want to support my favorite artist. And I think no matter how many variants an artist has, if someone doesn't want to buy them, they're not going to buy them. Like, just because there's a lot more variants doesn't mean there's a lot more sales automatically. Like, you've got to have a demand for it as well. And we, as I know a lot of Swifties, including me, have been asking for more variants. Like, if she released more, I'd buy them, like, straight up. And then the second thing is, I want her to break these records. She's breaking these amazing records, and she wouldn't be able to break them if you don't buy and support her. So that's why I personally love buying this stuff. And I'm not saying anyone else should feel the same way as me. That's just my justification of it. But then also, on top of all that, there are arguments that sometimes an album will come out and there'll be like 12 variants and they'll have the exact same cover and only the record will be a different color, and there really won't be much like collecting in that. Whereas in this, it is collecting. I'm buying different covers. The whole art style is different. It feels like I'm opening a different product every time. Now that is what feels special about this drop, and I'm really happy about. Like, everything really feels luxurious, and the vibe is, even though it's the same, it's very different as well. Like, you can't look at these two and tell me they aren't completely different cover arts. and they're both amazing as well. This is my favorite one. I love this outfit and everything about it. Like, honestly, 10 out of 10. This one comes with Oh Polite Acoustic and Ruin the Friendship Acoustic. Now, out of these two, Oh Polite Acoustic is really nice, but it's just acoustic version of Oh Polite. Well, what did we expect? Ruin the Friendship Acoustic, like, in my opinion, Ruin the Friendship, after listening to it, it's a track 5 in disguise. And I feel like the only reason why it wasn't a track 5 was because you'd expect the plot twist if it was track 5. And it starts off really happy, but then it really turns into a track 5. Whereas the acoustic version feels like what it would have been if it wasn't hiding the fact that it's a track 5. And if it was actually a track 5, it'd be the acoustic version. That's my hot take. And then, oh, this is beautiful. Okay, this is my favorite one now. Ignore what I said about the other ones, but look at that CD. It's beautiful. The colors and everything that she's just like pulled out from this cover have really complemented the whole package and everything. Poem, again, exactly the same as the original. And here is the picture, which also stunning, beautiful. And I keep telling about what I say, like the 4 cutout thing, the photo frame would be such a cool idea. But as a CD, I love it with the text and the editing and stuff. It really is really nice. It's actually so cool. I love owning this. And it makes me want to play my CDs more as well because of how pretty they are. We're now onto the last one of the acoustic CDs. Now, can I get this open? That's the real question. Again, I said this in the last video, I'll say this again. I really wish there was a better system to opening CD plastic wrappers, because records aren't hard because they're using a different material. They're shrink wrapped. And cassettes are the same kind of plastic as this, and they have those pull tabs that you can use to rip them open. CDs sometimes do as well, but for some reason, not a single one from this collection at least has one. And I don't know if they did it for TTPD, I don't know if any other artists recently have had them. I forget this stuff quite quickly, but now that we're missing it right now, I am missing it, actually, like. On this one, we have Elizabeth Taylor, the So Glamorous Cabaret Edition version, and Elizabeth Taylor Original Songwriting Voice Memo. Now, this is the only one with a song memo on it, which I'm all for, because the Elizabeth Taylor song memo is really good. But I don't know, the whole like planning of which ones have song memos, which ones have what's it called, acoustic versions, and then same with the digital versions. One of them had 3 voice memos and 1 acoustic version, and I'm just curious to what the process of planning all that was, because like, who decided that stuff? Like, who decided I want this and this and this? Probably Taylor, but like, I'm curious to why she made the choices she did. None of them are bad choices by any means. They're ones that I'd love to know why. Because especially on the digital versions, every single one had 2 acoustics, 2 voice memos. But then the last one just had 1 acoustic and 3 voice memos, and I was like, why switch it up on this one? Anyways, the Elizabeth Taylor voice memo makes the song so much, like, it's not even better, it's so different. It's a complete different song with the acoustic version, and I love both versions equally. Let's get into it. Sorry, I'm not feeling my best, so I'm you might notice, but I'm pushing through. This is the Life of a Showgirl, So Glamorous Edition, I think it's called, but oh, you can see Father Figure, track 4, because in the background, I'll show you on the actual cover art as well, in this shot, in the music video as well, it has all the tracks and their initials, which is a really cool little Easter egg. Thank you, New Rockstars, for pointing that out. I love New Rockstars. It's so crazy that they made a video on this as well. Like, absolute amazing people over there. And then on this side, we have the cover art, which is so stunning. And you can see behind we've got I'm trying to think what tracks we have. We have Ruin the Friendship, track 6. Track 7 is Actually Romantic. Track 8 is Wishlist. Track 9 is Wood. And it keeps going on. And it's all the tracks, and I think it's really cool. And again, the cover art's just amazing. I'm gonna open them all so you can have a look at all the cover arts together. And I'll put them in the... kind of in the way that you'd see them if you framed them. Okay, so here is all 4 cover arts, and they're just beautiful. I absolutely adore them. Like, she really made good choices here. Yeah, like, there's not much for me to say other than I actually love them. And then I'll swap these around, lift the CDs up, and you can get a proper glimpse of all 4 CDs. So I'm sure you want to see what they look like as well, obviously. And then let's close them. Here is the fronts of all 4 of them. And then here is the back of all 4 of them. Just love the aesthetic, and the fact that she went out of her way to take pictures in all these different locations for like the back of the album and stuff. Like, that obviously wasn't taken in that picture. She went out of her way to take a picture separately off the piano, ready for the back. And then that phone was from the set here. It was that phone literally there that she went and took a separate picture of it just for the track list. This obviously is the back of, it's just the backdrop of this. And then this one is also the backdrop of this, but if you notice, it's a bit different. Stuff like the text isn't down here either and stuff. And maybe, I think this might have been edited in post as well to add the track list in here and make it more easier to see. But yeah, it's cool. These little details are really cool to look at. But yeah, now we will head over to the kind of the main event right now, because I know you guys really have been looking forward to this, but also I know a lot of people didn't get this, and I do really feel bad for the people who didn't get this, because I thankfully got really lucky, and I don't take that for granted. A lot of my friends missed out on this as well, but that's why I'm making you guys a video. So like, even though you didn't get to actually maybe get one of these, you're able to see what the signed CDs look like, and you're able to get a gist of what you could expect if you do get one, because there's a very high chance, I reckon, in my opinion, that we will see a restock at some point. I'm sure there'll be some cancelled orders, some maybe more signed. Like, let's not put it past Taylor to just sign some more and then release them. Like, this is weird. It looks like it's sealed on this side. Yeah, no, it is. It's this one sealed on the other side, which is very different. I don't think they use that. Okay, let's get this open. I'm trying to be more careful with these plastic wrappers, because I like to keep the hype stickers. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, if people do stick them on the plastic case or not. I don't think I'd want to stick the signed CD ones on anyway, because the signed CD is going to be the cover, so then I wouldn't want the sticker of the signed CD on the cover as well. But that's the bridge I can cross at another point. I just really want to get these open so we can see them as well. I've also seen that Travis has signed some, which is really cool. He is such a G anyway, and his signature looks so cool, and it really complements Taylor's signature as well quite nicely, and it's just nice to see. I'm like, I'm sure they had a lot of fun just adding a few little Travis signatures in some as well and everything. And I'm just so happy for him this era. Like, this era is just such a nice, fun era for us as an audience and for the creator of the album. The person who's giving us all this is also having an amazing time this press release and stuff, and it's so refreshing to see. I'm so happy for them both. And Taylor's out here smashing records right now. Like, the fact that we can play a small part in this is crazy. Like, this whole first week record of like being the biggest album sales in modern history in the first week, I think we will see it beaten in our lifetime, and I think the person who's gonna beat it is Taylor. I'm really excited. She is. There's no one like her, straight up. Let's get on to CD 1 of the signed CDs. I'm gonna try and do these in order of the signed CDs, and as you can see, it is the normal CD, but I'm nervous. I think all the normal CDs come with a booklet and nothing else. This, I think, is a normal CD, aka a CD with a booklet, which the cover art is a part of a booklet. And yeah, I can see the booklet pieces there, which is surprising. Like, I wouldn't think of, when I look at a cover of a CD, to see staples on the edge. You just think to see art, and it's throwing me off a little now that I'm looking at it. But I'm gonna replace these ones with the signed CD anyway, and I think the sign is on the inside, so I am not looking at it. I'm gonna look at it when you do. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh, ooh, okay, Tay. Okay, let's try and get this out nicely, nice and slow. So yeah, the booklet's in there, CD's there. You've seen all of that, but here is the signed CD. And this era, they've all been love hearts. I've got some smudges on the back, which is cute. Some little Tay fingerprints. And there's a bit of weird marking on here, which I'm curious about what sort of marking that is, but it's not like I'm complaining marking. I think the heart's really cute on mine. Okay, I will try, and I'll put it back in. I don't know what I want to do. I want to put it on the cover. That's what I want to do. Honey. Okay, I've done this. Now I should be able to slide this in very nicely and gently. I'm trying not to scratch it as well. It feels a bit rough going in, but it got in! All nice and sound, and there it is. Perfect. Let's get on to signed CD number 2. Let's just go straight into it. This one is my favorite picture, by the way. It's actually a lot darker in person though. What's that on the signature? I'm curious. Why is there a white mark on the signature itself? I don't actually know. I don't want to scratch it though, because I don't want to scratch off the actual signature. But this, picture-wise, favorite picture. I absolutely adore this picture. Insane face card. And then on the back, it's a Mark Way. Is that? No, it's been taken off of another signed CD. Just put it on one, and it hasn't dried yet, and then it's stuck to this, and it's ripped a bit off. So I feel bad for whoever got that one. Maybe that's what that little white dot is as well. Maybe. You know what? Probably. So if you are watching this, because I'm recording this after the big announcement of the tour film and the docu-series coming out. You can see the docu-series that she mentions that she signed, I think, 3,000 or 2,000 CDs, like when she got back from like in the evening when she just finished one of the shows before getting ready for the next day for the next show. And I find that so insane. So I don't know if there's Showgirl or TTPD CDs. I'm pretty sure there's Showgirl CDs she was signing. And in that case, that's so sick. Like, we've got, this is also a piece of history from the tour as well, which is really cool. Okay, that's 2 so far. go to number 3. I forgot that I'd already taken all the covers off. Oh, I kind of went straight into this one, but also really cute. I love this. Okay, Tay. These pictures she's chosen as well are very different from each other, but all like they're not really color scheme wise like quite similar, but they're different enough to give people choice. And you can really like, there are going to be people who prefer this or prefer this or prefer this, and like objectively prefer them over the others. I am quite in the stance of I kind of like all of them. I'm honestly dislike the third one, not the third one, the fourth one the most. Not the biggest fan, but at the same time I'm grateful for all of them. But there'll be people who love, there are people actually, I know people personally who actually think that's the best one and stuff. So like, it's cool that we have these options. I don't think I've seen many other artists actually do signed CDs where you've had a choice of what one to get as well, like insert wise. I think Tate McRae did signed, well she did do signed, but I think she did a few different signed ones, but I don't think it was you get to choose. I think it was like a random insert and no, I don't know actually. I don't know, because I do have one where she dropped the vinyl and there was 3 different inserts and you didn't know which one you were going to get, but I don't know if that was signed or not. But this is different. This is like you just get given, you get to choose which one you want, and this is the final one. This is the cinema one. This one felt a bit weird because even though people didn't like it because she had her hair tied back and stuff, I think that was the main reason actually why I think a lot of people weren't the biggest fan of this one. But I don't even necessarily think that's the issue. I don't even, well, obviously there isn't any issue, it's all personal choice, but I think for me, it doesn't feel as showgirly as the others do. Like the others feel a bit more extravagant, a bit more like depth and dynamics and stuff. Whereas this one, it feels a bit flat, and that's just what I'm seeing personally. That's not criticism by any means. That's just what I'm seeing in front of me that I'm thinking is why potentially it might not have been favored over the others. Like this one is I think objectively this one could be seen as the best one, because like this is very dark IRL, like, very dark. So because of that, I'm really liking this one more. And when I first saw the pictures, I first went to this one, and then I was like, actually I really like this one, and then now I'm like, I like this one. So like it's crazy. But this is so cool. And then someone else is smudged on the back of this one as well. Double signatures. We love to see it. We love to see double signatures. If I can at least get this out somehow. I don't know. This is the bane of my existence, because like these are always very delicate materials and stuff. So it's so easy to ruin like CD booklets and cover arts and stuff, and it's like I don't want to ruin it, but I also, what am I supposed to do? Do you know what I mean? I'm just really struggling right now, and I'm also yapping, but what's new? I really do hope we get a restock. Personally, I have a lot of friends who didn't get this, and I've seen online that, especially in countries like the UK, like where I am, there really weren't any distributed. They went within seconds, and a lot of scalpers got them, and I know they've put measures in against scalpers now, but it's a bit too late. And if you're gonna put measures in now to stop scalpers again, give us another re-release. But like, now that we have security, hopefully a lot more Swifties will get these, because I want more Swifties to get these. Look how amazing they are. I absolutely adore all of these so much. The fact that I own these really means so much to me, and I'm so glad that I do own these. And do I think there's going to be a signed vinyl release? I personally do think there'll be a signed vinyl release. Do I have any idea when? No. Do I have any idea of whether it'll be multiple different inserts or not. I think it'll be one insert, I don't know. But I also don't know if she will release one or not, but I'd like to hope so. I'd like to hope that one of the last few things she releases is maybe a few side inserts for vinyls, because I never got a chance to get the big one in the UK. She released a big TTPD insert in the UK for the first drop, and then every other drop after that, the vinyl release, the signed insert with the vinyl was a small card. And I wasn't really happy about that. Let me bring over my TTPD signed CD, one sec. Here is my signed TTPD CD. Now, I got really lucky and I got a heart, and I was so glad I got a heart. In my opinion, this is my favorite heart still, and in my opinion, it's also my most meaningful heart, because this is when they didn't all have hearts, whereas now they kind of all do have hearts. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm happy they all have hearts, because now everyone gets a heart, especially if you're only getting one. Like, I got all four for like YouTube video sake and stuff, but if you only got one, which most people will choose their favorite art and get one, they've now got a heart that they can tattoo and stuff and all that kind of stuff, and I think it's really cute. But this was before that, and I got really lucky and I did get a heart, thankfully, and it's just so cute. I like the little pen marks to this end and this end. They just make it feel a bit more bubbly. But that's really cute. She's really cooking though. She sees people want something, like the hearts, for example, and she's like, you know what? Let's just give it to them. Let's just give everyone the hearts, because it clearly means a lot to them, and I want to give them something else to work with. So I've only just realized, because for some reason, in my head, I was thinking that the sign insert on the CD wasn't actually CD size, and I kind of like gaslit myself into being really annoyed at the fact that it wasn't CD size. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is CD size. What was I even on about? This is perfect. And then TTPD inside. This one came with the booklet, so it'll have the cover on the booklet. Oh, there's my, oh, wait a minute. So this came with a hype sticker, and I just slid it in here. Okay, that's calm. And this came with a poster. Okay, I actually don't have all four poster variants of the CD for TTPD, so I will end up getting those. I've only got the deluxe versions of the TTPD CDs and not the standard ones with the posters and stuff, and I do like the posters and stuff, so I will be getting those. I'll also be getting 4 more of the Showgirl CDs, the basic ones for the posters. So I've got the back of the posters as well to frame, so I've got both sides. It's a shame though that standard Showgirl CDs don't come with a poster. I guess it helps bring the cost down, but I just can't imagine the poster bringing up the cost too much. And like with TTPD, for example, this was a normal CD with an insert. It wasn't anything special, and yet it still came with a poster. Whereas all these are the normal version of the main CD, and why does that not come with the original poster? I don't know, but the poster's also bigger in this one, so maybe that's why. It's a premium poster, it's a better poster. These posters are still cute and I love them. They're square though, they're literally this big, to be fair. Whereas the new poster is like this big. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. But I'm grateful for what we've got, and I don't think this is the end of the physical media releases for Showgirl. And when we get more, I will be here to review them for you guys. On my channel currently, we have my watch party. We also have the watch listen party that I did of me reacting to the album, and then we've also got the main video of unboxing everything else. And I still do live streams for other artists. I took a little break, but I'm going to be coming back now with Tate McRae, Sabrina, and a lot. And if you want any other kind of content that is not like physical media reviews, album watch reactions and stuff, just let me know. If you want other things, let me know. If you want, I don't know, even gaming things, let me know. If you have an idea for another series of videos, let me know. I'm curious to what you guys are interested in and what you guys will watch. I've also seen a lot of you guys come back from the Eras tour after a whole year, which I really appreciate you guys finally coming back again. And if you are back at the channel after so long, please tell me what will keep you around this time. What will keep you around this time? Now, thank you guys for watching. If you've got to this point, comment the fountain pen emoji. I feel like that is an emoji, so comment that. If not, the closest pen to that emoji, because this is signed stuff. And I will see you guys very soon. I'll be looking forward to chatting with you guys in the comments and stuff, and speak to you guys soon. Here are all 8 CDs. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.